Attorney Jonathan Elson, reminding you that if you've been injured in an auto accident, it's important to have somebody on your side. When you need a lawyer,
then you need Nelson.
Two individuals have been arrested by the Nye County Sheriff's Office relating to crimes including conspiracy to commit burglary, possessing dangerous drugs, and burglary of a business. According to the Nye County Sheriff's Office, deputies were dispatched to Nevada State Bank on May 24th regarding a fraudulent check that was being cashed. The individual who was on scene was named Talon Bratcher. They say that Bratcher entered the bank and that the teller suspected that this check that she was trying to cash was fraudulent. Deputies learned that two other checks were cashed on the same account that very morning. They say that Bratcher left the bank prior to deputies' arrival, leaving behind the check and her state ID card. After further investigation, deputies learned that an individual by the name of Aaron Foster deposited two checks into his personal bank account on that day. Nevada State Bank contacted the deputies and said that another check was also cashed by a person by the name of Tammie Shaffer, who they say entered the bank with a check in the amount of $400. After speaking with Shaffer, she admitted that she went with a person by the name of Mitchell to Aaron's home to get fraudulent checks made so that they could split the money between them. They say that they received a telephonic search warrant for the property. At the home, deputies say that they located printers, ink, blank checks, misprinted checks, where Aaron, they say, was perfecting his fraudulent checks. They also found lots of stolen mail, even a suitcase full of various mail from areas around the town of Pahrump. Several social security cards, state identification cards, bank statements, and personal identification information used for identity theft. They also say that they found notebooks with usernames, passwords, account numbers, all for other people. They also located blank checks from businesses around town. On scene was also several needles with dark residue. One needle was loaded with the substance, later tested presumptive positive for heroin. Police say that they also found prescription medication that had been mailed to someone. Aaron Foster was taken into custody and is facing charges of 2 counts of conspiracy to commit burglary, 1 count of personal identification theft, possession of drugs, conspiracy to violate the Uniform Controlled Substance Act, possessing a dangerous drug without a prescription, possessing or receiving forged instruments or bills, grand larceny, financial forgery, and obtaining credit cards without the owner's consent. Tammie Shaffer has been arrested for burglary of a business, forgery, conspiracy to commit forgery, and possessing forged instruments or bills. Both were transported to the Nye County Sheriff's Office Detention Center. It's unknown at this time if any further suspects have been arrested in this case.